3. I am so sorry, guys. I've been talking to myself for the past 10 minutes. So upset, guys. I said so much important stuff. But thank you for letting me know it's muted. Otherwise, I would have been 30 minutes in and wondering why no one's chatting with me tonight. Yeah, we are in San Fernando Valley. Quiet night so far. I was just talking about last night. I was missing out. I wasn't out last night. And I ended up missing out on a golf cart pursuit. So you gotta love the crackheads of Los Angeles that bring you worthwhile entertainment. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I appreciate you letting me know. Otherwise, we would have been here all night. But thank you for tuning in. Thanks for joining me here tonight. We are in North Hollywood right now. We got LAPD up on radio, LAFD up on radio. I'm still waiting on my new radio brackets to come in. I had some custom brackets made for the in-car radios. Once those come in, I'll have my permanent mounted radios set up. And once that comes in, we're going to have a much better time. You guys have literally no idea how excited I am. I am incredibly excited to get those set up. Our reception is going to improve like tenfold. We're going to be able to pick up CHP clearly now, which we've never been able to do before. Yeah, that golf cart, I wish I was there. I missed out on that one, and I'm very disappointed I missed out on that one.
Unit to cancel 1987, an 8 possible ADW suspect there now, 8800 Cedros Avenue identified.
But I'm sure there'll be some other dumb crackhead activity that we can experience. Just maybe not tonight. We might have to wait a few more weeks for something like that again.
All units 198785 is responding code 3 from Van Nuys and does for 28800 Cedros Avenue.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there last night trying to catch that. That was definitely the story of the night. The most disappointing thing about streaming on the quiet nights is I can't have the radio on. I always like having the radio on just for a little bit of background noise. Not so loud you can't hear what's going on the actual police radio. But it helps pass time. YouTube is not too happy with radio. I got one video blacklisted. It upset me so much. It was a protest. It was downtown for the Roe vs. Wade protest that turned violent. And during the violence part of the protest, there were people blasting music from their boomboxes, whatever the modern day equivalent of a boombox is, the giant speakers. And it triggered. Hold up, I see we're having a bad connection.
Ronaldo H, Artista 18183, Sundower Way, Unit 855, Canyon Country.
Roger.
You're in really poor reception in this area. I apologize.
Harm a family. Subject armed with a plastic knife attempting to harm herself. Additional incident 4332.
I'm hoping we just get out of the area and it kicks back into some better. If it doesn't, I'll figure something out, I promise. What a mess.
With 6 area of 8800 Cedros Avenue.
Alright, there we go. I think I just got into like a glitchy area or something. Didn't like whatever interference was by the buildings. Appreciate you sticking through me with me through the poor coverage, the dead zones out here. I forgot where I was going. I didn't want to keep talking because you guys wouldn't hear a word I was saying. But yeah, the only thing I was talking about really is I'm just really excited for that new radio system to get complete. That will be nice. Spent way too much money on it. And not happy about that. But it's one of those things that, in theory, should outlive the car itself. So, you know, high upfront investment. But at least I'll have it with me for the next few years. Or next few decades, hopefully. The only thing that I won't, the only downside to that when I get a new car is it took a solid 13, 14 hours of install time so far just running the cabling and making it look, you know, factory fresh, of course. I don't take half measures here. Yeah, we are out in San Fernando Valley, exiting North Hollywood right now. Quiet night so far. I think there's a couple of auto pedestrian calls, but nothing crazy. A couple of assaults. Apparently yesterday morning there was a police pursuit where an officer got ran over. Vehicle fire downtown. Auto pedestrian in South LA, Harvard Park. Green light. Come on. Yeah, we're just gonna chill out. We got the VIP strip club right here. Cabaret. Roger. Looks like some freeway construction going on up here. What is this? 170. I don't know my freeways out here in the valley yet. I should, but I don't. I hate when somebody gives me intersections like the 170 in Burbank. So you can't just plug in the 170 freeway into Google Maps. So it takes a little bit more mental bandwidth on my side figuring out where and what. But yeah, shout out. We got Salomon, we got Scott, Lisa, AZ, Mick. I gave you a shout out before, but I was muted, so you didn't hear me. Welcome, all of you. Caitlin and Lisa, nice to see you again. No Time for Garbage, thank you. Nice to see you. Yeah, if you haven't heard your name called, come hop in the chat and say hi. Introduce yourself if you're new here. Let me know how your night's going. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We probably won't do too much driving around tonight for the sole reason that gas is expensive. I paid $100 to fill up my tank last night. That was a hefty cost, guys. I might have shed a tear with that one. So tonight might just be a night of sitting around momentarily. $100 to fill up a tank of gas. That was rough. Considering it only lasted us for a night. Gas ain't cheap in LA, guys. It's like at $6 a gallon right now. We made good use out of this LAPD up here. I'll tone it down a little bit for him. It's LAPD, or is that just a guy driving an Explorer? Might just be a guy driving an Explorer. It's just a guy driving an Explorer. Yeah, no, we made a good night. We had a good night when we were out. What was it? Sunday. Very productive. Was that Saturday? I think that was Saturday, actually. Either way, it was very productive. We got a couple decent stories. CHP ended up involved in a car crash on the freeway while running a traffic brake. The one thing I haven't figured out is the CHP vehicle just looks like it got bumper tapped from the rear, and the 3 other vehicles involved were violently smashed to pieces. So, good for the CHP officer that, you know, he walked away with no injuries whatsoever and a light tap to the bumper, you know, just a cracked bumper shell. I'm sure the actual metal bumper was just fine. It was just the cracked shell, the cover. But yeah, those other cars were messed up. One of them was flipped over. But either way, it is a wild experience to be walking down the 405 freeway while it's completely shut down and just empty. Because, you know, the traffic or the accident. $6.59 a gallon. That's what we're looking at right here at the Shell. $6.59 per gallon for the cheap gas. Which, luckily, my car takes the cheap gas, so I'm not complaining. Even diesel's not that much cheaper. The diesel sign's black, but I'll give you a read as I drive by.
There's a female on this without the proper passcode, possibly a manager.
Gas for diesel is, oh, that's rough. Diesel's at $7.09 a gallon. Makes me wonder how free shipping is still a thing at all. I get inflation and all, but the nice thing I like about Amazon is that Amazon, the item you buy is the same cost in California as it is out, you know, in the, I don't know, the middle of the Midwest. But they still offer same free day shipping. And they're somehow do that even with gas being at $7.09 a gallon for diesel. I just cut off oncoming traffic.
1987, cancel to 4244 1980 Honda.
I understand the honking. I'm not going to blame him. I know we got a dirty windshield. I need to get more windshield wiper fluid. Soon. Soon. Gotta get my oil changed too. Got a little bit of car maintenance to do. Just to keep this thing up and running, because if this thing falls apart, it would most likely send us into a bankruptcy. That's the sad thing about car ownership that I do not appreciate. That when cars break, it's just like, all right, you're gonna come up with $5,000 cash if you ever want to drive again. I think about it. If it weren't for me doing this, I think I could, I don't know if I would, but I think I could go without a car. I think I could handle it. I think I'd do all right. It'd be an adjustment, no doubt. Well, you know, it's another $700 a month with all the expenses that get added up back in my pocket. Car payment, gas, insurance, those things aren't cheap. Used to drive a 1999 Mazda Miata convertible. Beautifully fun car. very light on the gas. Probably got 30 miles per gallon, maybe. Maintenance wasn't too bad. I did a lot of preventative maintenance on it just because it was old. So, you know, getting the, not the timing belt. What's the other one? Maybe it was the timing belt. But I had to get the timing belt replaced, and I didn't want to mess with that. That was the most expensive one to it. Needed a bit of work. I think the alternator went out. But that was the only two things I ever had to repair on it that I couldn't do myself. The transmission, I forgot about that. It was the manual. The transmission clunked out on me. That was an expensive cost. That was like $2,000 to get fixed. But still, even those costs added up, that was incredibly cheap for car maintenance just to keep it up and running. So, you know, definitely missed that car. I might buy one another day. The issue is I wanted to get a reliable car too that wasn't ready to fall apart at any given moment. And then living in the city, I moved downtown, and then owning 2 cars downtown was too much of a mess. And then I ended up buying another project car, so I ended up owning 3 cars living downtown, and that was just a major headache. It was a fun car. I appreciated it. Maybe one day I'll get one of those again. But would rather save the little money I have. Taught me how to drive manual though. That was my first experience driving a manual car. And when I went to pick it up, the owner was like, "Are you sure you're safe to get this home?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll figure it out." I figured it out. I stalled it a dozen times at every stop sign on the way home on the hour-and-a-half long drive, but I figured it out. I just felt bad for the people behind me. But, you know, it just took a couple of weeks, and you get used to it. It's a quickly developed skill. Doesn't take much brain or thought once you got it down. Now on the other side though, switching between manual and automatic, that's a little weird. You're either trying to push a pedal that isn't there, or you're a little bit too heavy on the brakes. Done that a couple times before. I thought I would still have my clutch, no clutch, so I ended up pushing in the gas at full, or the brake at full force. Or panicking when I can't find the clutch. Yeah, I missed that. That was a fun car. Relatively cheap too. And now they go for an exorbitant amount for what they're really worth. It's 300,000. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I'll be getting that out of my Ford. Right now I'm at 65,000 miles on a 2020. Definitely drive a lot, which will send this thing to an early retirement. I just want to get 4 or 5 more years. If I can get 5 more years out of this, I won't be too upset. Like I said, I take care of my cars pretty well, but if my transmission were to just shit itself on me, I'd be in a little bit of trouble. I use that one as a specific example because that's generally the most common issue with the Fusions. That or the engine explodes. But I try to change the oil at earlier than the recommended mileages, every 3,000 most of the time, unless I'm feeling lazy or I forget. But I know people that have changed the oil, you know, once every 20,000 miles. I'm like, how is your car still running?
Back to you now. Come to incident 4391 and 1581.
I like the vintage cars. I had a 1989 Chrysler LeBaron, which wasn't in beautiful condition, but for the year it was pretty good condition, and I paid $700 for that right at the height of COVID too, when the car market was crazy. Luckily not because I needed the car, just because I wanted something fun to do, and you know, $700, it's a chunk of cash, but it's something that can be dropped without thinking twice about it on a, you know, car that's at least will retain some of its value. I think I sold it for like $500, so you know, wasted a couple $100 on it. Wasted a couple hundred more on just messing around with the car. That was a fun little vehicle though. It had a lot of crazy technology in it for 1989. Yeah, I haven't done anything dumb like that recently, unfortunately. I did miss the golf cart chase yesterday. I was so disappointed about that. I went right past my home, and I just wasn't in the right place, right time, and I got ready for it. Everyone else was there. I got ready for it. I got my car gassed up. I was heading out, and I hear on the radio, "Oh, we're code 4. We got the suspect in custody." I was like, shit. Because it would have taken me 10 minutes just to show up there, and then they already had the suspect arrested. Yeah, that was disappointing. But I saw the video of it, and pretty wild chase, that's for sure. They're trying to spike strip a golf cart. See, it's the crackheads of LA that keep you entertained. Julius, hello. Shelly, hello. Thank you for joining us tonight. Like I said, we're just chilling in San Fernando Valley. We probably won't do just as much crazy driving around tonight just because we are running low on the cash after gassing up last night. It was a little bit under $100 for a full tank of gas. And that definitely, it definitely hurt a little bit.
17x91, are you good?
So we gotta be a little bit easier on the wallet tonight.
706.
The Gentleman's Club. Nice car at the Gentleman's Club. See, I like driving around circles though. Helps you learn the city, see what's going on. Sometimes you can find trouble on our own without being called to it. But it do be pricey. We were also straight up gassing it the last time we were out though. We had places to go. We weren't going to let traffic or long distances get in our way.
Domestic violence is 3-hour violation. San Jose, Aventura, San Jose, LA, to be able to register really pick up truck.
I don't know if I was supposed to let that.
Heading towards church, specific to the X, about Hispanic name and comment. Play unknown black object towards the PR. It's code 37440.
Yeah, for sure, Lisa. No, reach on out to him. I like LA. I moved to LA voluntarily a few years ago. I've been to LA for work, I've been to LA for vacation, and every time I came here I just fell in love with it and I decided to move.
They're now 3917 Corbin Avenue. Unknown suspect heard inside.
So no, LA will always have a spot in my heart.
TC recruitment to identify San Fernando Mission and Balboa. Suspect is female, white, 20s.
Yeah, Junior, I saw that. I was wondering. Yeah, that was a crackhead story for sure. I bet the dog had a great time though. Dog had a great time. I don't feel bad for the dog. He didn't understand what's going on. He was just out there for the ride. And luckily the dog was not injured, which is the most important part of that story. I was just surprised it took that long to actually get them out of the car. Like, maybe they're being more careful for the dog, which I respect. But if it weren't for the dog, just tip the thing over with your car. Just give it a little pit. I have no doubt that thing would tip over. I have no idea how it didn't tip over. Or, yeah, I have no idea how it wouldn't tip over. Just with the, like, I'm just visualizing in my head where the center point of gravity is, I guess. And I truly think that if you just give it a little bit of a push, you can just tip that thing over. Now, again, not with the dog, and I feel bad for the dog. But the person, I'm not saying, ram them at 50 miles an hour. Just push until it slowly tips over and it's on its side where he can't just drive it away. Now, as always, I always have the answers, but just because I have the answers don't mean they're the right answers. So don't come at me and give me a million reasons why that wouldn't work, because you're probably right. But that's the way I do it. No, thank you, Lisa. Appreciate you looking out for me. Brian, I will try my best. I always try to do that, but I either get distracted and in 100% honesty, I end up getting lost more often than I should because I am brand new to the... I can't even say that anymore. I'm like 3 months into the valley. 3 months into the valley now, but I'm still pretty new to the valley. Downtown, if we was downtown Los Angeles, lived out there for a year and knew those streets like the back of my hand. But out in the valley, you got a lot more neighborhoods, a lot more streets that don't make sense, a lot more physical acreage in between you and your destinations. But no, I wholeheartedly agree. I need to get like a little map up on the screen that just shows you where I am. But right now we're in Mission Hills. Yeah, we are in Mission Hills, right by the 405 and the 118. 405 to the left of us, 405 to the west of us, and the 118 to the north of us. For those that have been listening, I've said it a million times. For those that are recently tuning in, we're getting some new radios. I'm just waiting on the brackets to come in. Had some brackets custom made. And I said a million times already, but I'm so excited to get those radios in. They're going to be 10 times better than what we're working with right now. Our reception will be 10 times clearer. We'll be able to pick up CHP on the radio. It is going to be all good things over here. So, very, very excited for that. And you'll hear me keep talking about that. Definitely until I get them installed. So you might be stuck listening to me on repeat for the next 2 weeks. And once they get installed, hopefully everything meets my expectations. And then you'll be hearing me talk about for another 3 months until it loses its cool part. I'm sure I'll get over it after a little while. One of you guys, I can't remember your name. If you were in here, I'd know it. But someone recommended those tacos right there. And yeah, those tacos were pretty good. We got LAPD to the left of us in the left lane, just chilling. I ain't afraid to race them if we need to. We will move over though, so this guy can get over. LAPD is pretty cool. Rarely had an issue with them. Never had an issue with CHP. CHP is incredibly dope. Very respectful of you as long as you're respectful of them and the job that they're trying to do. You think he's gonna get you think he's gonna run the yellow? Come on, buddy, you could have ran the yellow. I wouldn't have said anything. The question is, would he have let me run the yellow? Luckily, I'm not dumb enough to try it. It truly depends on whether there's a push bar in the front of his car. If there's a push bar in the front of his car, he's a traffic unit. And yeah, there's no way in hell I'd get away with that. But there's no push bar on his car, so he'd probably want to give two shits. But we don't like pushing our luck any more than we already do at night.
way.
I am in front of him though. We're like racing side by side. I don't even know the speed limit here. That's the dangerous part.
Okay, roger.
What does that sign say? 40? Yeah, we can get back up.
127542.
I don't like it. No, I'm on its side. I want to go.
1602.
I just hate being side by cars to begin with. You won't pull us over for 5 over, right? Either way, we're gonna get out of this lane because I don't like being side by side any cars. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. What took you so long? Put some speed behind it. Don't make me race you. Like I said, LAPD doing random traffic enforcement, incredibly unlikely. But it's never worth pushing your luck. They're not off to anywhere. I don't have mission open.
Sure.
We're gonna start heading east on Rinaldi Street here, still in Mission. A nice wide turn.
The rest is just pay. 825.
Yeah, so far pretty quiet.
23,507.
I always wonder if you know how you're not supposed to say the word quiet in like EMS or fire or police. I wonder if it has the opposite effect for me. Like as you know, like an EMT, if you say quiet on the radio, of course you're gonna get back-to-back calls of chest pains and whatnot, and you won't have a moment to catch your breath. Does it do the opposite for me, where if I talk about how quiet of a night is, it jinxes it and it just is radio silent all night? Definitely some food for thought there. We are passing the Golden State Freeway. We are driving under it right now. The 5. Whoops. I did not see this lane turns. Yeah, we're just kind of chilling right now. Not rushing off to anywhere because nothing's happening nowhere. Luckily, I only got that experience once out here. CHP on the freeway. I was driving home one night. It was the middle of the night, probably like 2 in the morning, driving home from San Bernardino County, Chino, to Los Angeles. And I saw CHP pull up behind me. I was like the only car on the freeway. CHP hauls ass up behind me. I'm like, oh, great. So I slow it down. I'm not going by like 80. Speeding, yeah. Reckless, no. I'm like, okay, if I just go the speed limit, I might get away with it. And they lit me up and made me get off the freeway. But they were nice enough just to give a warning. Like I said, CHP, I've never had a bad experience with CHP officers. LAPD, only the traffic division, LAPD motor division, traffic division, their one sole job is to give you traffic tickets. Even the LAPD officers don't like the motor officers. But yeah, I got a 5-mile-an-hour rolling stop ticket from an LAPD motor officer. That's the only ticket in Los Angeles I've ever gotten. I'm not saying I didn't commit the crime. I'm saying I've committed a lot worse crimes and would have been a lot less pissed if they would have dinged me for something that I did like that, rather than, the dumb 5-mile-an-hour rolling stop. Guy is kind of in my lane. A lot of alarm calls going off tonight. I've heard like 5 silent, or not silent alarms, just general burglar alarms going off. With the report being that they didn't know the right code to get in. Oh, there's a cat in the road. I always hate when I see cats in the road. Come on, buddy. You gotta get out of there. Just very grateful that I don't hit the poor kitty. I never get why people take those violent turns. Come on, buddy. Ease over. Don't need a 90-degree turn into that.
Code 248 1722.
1790 overdose, 86.5, with an app. 70 traffic accident, intersection Delta, with a
Far away from that one. Northridge? We're not close to Northridge, per se. Let's do a quick GPS search. It always depends on traffic. The only call we've gotten so far is a minor traffic collision in Northridge. That's 6 miles out as the crow flies, so it's probably... Oh, that's not bad. Is that with or without Freeway? That's with Freeway. That's without Freeway. Okay. We'll go check out the traffic collision in Northridge. That's 10 minutes from here. You never know what the traffic collision can turn into. Most of the time it's nothing, but every once in a while they upgrade it to like a physical rescue. It turns fatal, something along those lines, and then you're the first one there and beat everyone else because they thought it was some BS call. In their defense, 98% of the time it is a BS call, but I've bet on dumber stuff in my life. LAPD will beat us there for sure. They already bid the call. But that's okay. We'll be getting there at a reasonable time. Dad's gone live. That's 100% fine with me. Greatly appreciate you asking. And if you're willing, I greatly appreciate you just putting my name on there or dropping a link somewhere in your channel as well. Yeah, we are off to Northridge right now. Let me see if I can get a link for you guys. I like dropping links. It's a minor traffic collision though, so don't get your hopes up. They're not even saying an ambulance. Not worthwhile, but oh well. Here's the traffic collision that we're going to right now. There's one guy in the chat that always begs me to go to Northridge. But I didn't see him in there tonight. Disappointing. You got LAPD right here on a traffic stop. Impressive. Maybe a traffic stop? Where are those guys going? I don't know, guys. There's something going on behind me.
Unit screaming man. Beverly Park, Brand, Beverly Park Avenue, and Brand, male Hispanic screaming in Spanish. Hopefully needs help. Code 3 incident 4459, RDS 1943. Unit available to handle identify.
Is that Austrian's help? What did I hear? Might have to replay that, guys. Can't be an Austrian's help call because maybe not sound panicked.
Unit screaming man. Beverly Park, Brand, Beverly Park Avenue, and Brand, male Hispanic screaming in Spanish. Possibly needs help.
Oh, okay. Male screaming possibly needs help. That makes more sense. Yeah, there's like three Replace. Yeah, we'll never see that one's over there though. I didn't hear anything come out over the radio. There's one that was already pulled over randomly with nothing behind him, and then two more coming along. Yeah, forgive me if I'm not keeping an eye on the chat all the time, guys. I try to catch up and read it while I can, but if you want to make sure I see your message, just do me a solid and tag my name in it. That way it appears in pretty colors on my screen. Volt Ghoul. Wild Boys Crew. You see that? Volt Ghoul. Someone hacked the sign. I could have written something cool and whatever that's supposed to be. Hear all that radio stack we're getting right now? That will be a thing of the past. This guy's going slow. We're gonna have to go around him. You're given no choice.
4158 Village Street.
We're like 5 minutes from this call. LAFD is already on scene as of 25 seconds ago, but nothing else going on that has directed our attention away from it.
That's right.
So usually that's the thing. If you don't hear anything on the radio after they arrive on scene, you usually know right away it's not turning into anything.
Codes are hearing it. That Dario would win.
They usually get you a size up. They usually give you a size up within like 30 seconds of arriving on scene if it's something serious. But yeah, there's many times where they get on scene and shit themselves over what actually is happening rather than what's called in.
9500 DeSoto Avenue, incident 4385, RD 1762, the traffic was using two IDs, San Fernando Mission of Oklahoma, incident 4410, RD 1729.
This guy's gonna get ran over. The LAPD airship up going somewhere. They might just be cruising though. We're about 3 minutes out. Turning onto Nordoff Street. What street are we on right now? So I gotta pay better attention out here. Nordoff and Havenhurst. And then we're just working our way up to Zelza, and then we'll be there. Got 1.5 miles, 2 minutes out. And we are looking at... I lost the traffic collision on my phone. There we go. They're still on scene.
Avenue.
Thank you very much. No time for garbage. Yeah, that was nice to see you. I was disappointed about the other stories. But in my defense, on the CHP involved crash, I was the only one that made it there. No one else wanted to deal with that nonsense traffic. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, take a look at the membership options. I started posting dash cam footage of me on there. And I think it's worth supporting the $3.
1987.
But that day was rough just to get on the freeway with all the traffic. There's like 40 cars that wanted to back up a mile worth of freeway and just go in reverse and start backing up as I'm trying to get up the freeway. Everyone's an absolute moron. But we made it up there. CHP was playing it cool with us. They didn't have any issues with us being there. We got footage. We sold footage. It's a good day in my books. You didn't get arrested and made a little bit of money, right? Like I said many times, CHP is cool. Alright, this is the scene. This is the dispatch address.
Everybody was heard in the area. 11741 Gilmore Street.
LAPD is allegedly on scene.
1525.
I say allegedly. You're over here. Oh yeah. I don't even know what they crashed into. It's not one of the ones pedestrians walking through the street though.
37, 26,
Exactly what we thought it was gonna be, guys. Minor car crash. Yeah, you gotta do some shifty stuff every once in a while. No time for garbage. And again, CHP is usually pretty cool about it, where they'll just pretend they didn't see it happen. Yeah, LAPD to the right of us there. Just sneaking along or hiding from. Should we do a complete stop? I don't want to repeat. Blue Dream, thank you for joining us. And also, Dad's Gone Live, thank you for the shout out. I think with the company I work for, the Californian, it's under, that counts as the NDA. But definitely not bigged out. There's definitely nothing too crazy. From that store, I'll say it was worth a tank of gas. It was pretty minor. It was a single station. And there's a lot better stories that happened last night, which is why I assume none of the other stations were really interested. There was like 2 mass shootings that night too. So there's a lot more effort focused on that than there was, on CHP getting into fender bender. But like I said, CHP was involved in the fender bender, but they were the only one that got their fender bent. The other cars were effed. Yeah, those cars were messed up. One of them was flipped. The 2 other ones were smashed to the side, and allegedly it happened right during right at the time CHP pulled a traffic brake. But yeah, crazy. That was fun though. I realized what I have to do. I have to build up the funds again because, like I said, I wasted all my money on gas. But once I get a little bit more money in the bank and not at the risk of bankruptcy again, I'm gonna get a GoPro and mount it to my hat. I think that would be cool. Because, like I said before, I was just walking down the 405 freeway, completely empty after the traffic break was, or after where they stopped traffic. And just walking down the middle of the 405 freeway is a wild feeling. Like, that's something that the average person doesn't get to experience. Granted, there's crackheads that walk down the freeway all the time and get struck by cars going 70. Springtime Honey, thanks for tuning on in tonight. I got 5.43 a gallon right here. That's a bit better than the usuals. 5.43 per gallon ain't too bad, but that's actually pretty good from what I've seen all night. Alright, we got a rubbish fire downtown. A lot of radio static. Like I said, we're working on that, guys. I promise. We're getting our new radios in. No more radio static. I can't say that. Less radio static. Very excited. I'm not going to stop talking about that until they're in. Yeah, Saturday or when we were working Saturday or Sunday, we were definitely driving around like a madman all over the city. It got busy towards the end of the night. I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to go home now. Might as well just check out this simple freeway traffic collision. I pulled it up on CHP's CAD. It read in such a weird way where they're basically trying to say it wasn't an officer-involved traffic collision, but they're saying it, I don't know. It was written so weird where I couldn't tell if it was or wasn't, but there's enough suspicion there that made it worth it to show up. Because they worded it in their secret code where it was like TC involving PV. And then for a moment, they deleted it from the CAD, but for a moment, just a slight moment they had on there, no injuries to officer. And then within minutes, they hid that. So I was like, yep, somebody messed up. But no, just because an officer's involved in a crash doesn't automatically make it newsworthy. That one's a bit more newsworthy because it happened on the freeway. Anything that shuts down the 405 is definitely more worthwhile. I'm going to go for it just because this guy's going and has blocked, but the guy in front of me should have gone. The guy behind me should not have gone. I hate those so much. People have their heads up their asses 24/7. Haskell and Victory. Remind me that. I'm going to be complaining once the gas tank starts running low. Like I said, we got a full tank right now. But remind me that. Haskell and Victory. Three stories to Californian. We got the stabbing out in Panorama City. We got the stabbing in Panorama City. The CHP officer-involved collision. And then the high-speed crash into a concrete construction barrier. They only paid for one of them, but, you know. That's okay. I wasn't particularly proud of any of the footage. I don't know whether I was too lazy or not thinking clearly enough, but I never pulled out my tripod, and it definitely would have been a lot nicer if I pulled out the tripod. A lot prettier. We got the LAPD airship up right now. Where are they going? We're at Sepulveda and Parthenia. We're being buzzed, guys. And they're just chilling? They might just be chilling. I think they're just chilling. They're heading out. They're checking something out here, though. They're checking out something. They're gone now. Well, they're flying pretty low. Don't know where they're going. The world may never know. Don't trust the green. That's another good piece of life advice I can give you in Los Angeles. Just because the light's green doesn't mean it's all good.
Phone good name is RH.
I've gotten lucky a handful of times where I've
20.
taken a green light and have missed getting T-boned by an inch or two. Literally a handful of times in like the past year.
2118.
One of the times was in my little Miata. If it was that Miata, I definitely would have died in that crash. Been smushed into a pancake. This car would probably survive.
29 Roger.
Probably. No, I'd probably just be fine. Yeah, people have no clue what's going on around them. You know the worst part of this job is, this is going to sound funny. I don't want to say the worst part of this job. One thing I've noticed about this job is the constant cat calling. Every time I show up on the scene, especially on the freeway one the last night, people just fucking cat call you relentlessly, trying to figure out what's going on. And I've always debated what I should do for getting the answer because, you know, it gets tiring having everyone ask, but I get it. They're just curious and nosy. But I've messed around a little bit. I've switched up my answers from shark attack, which then they know I'm just messing with them at that point. Just pisses them off. But usually I just ignore them, which seems to piss them off even more. And they just keep asking, and they won't stop asking until you give them an answer. It's funny to see how long it takes them to run out of breath. Or you could just be nice and tell them what's going on, I guess, but where's the fun in that? Why did we run out of sound? Sorry about that. Yeah, if I ever go radio silent, let me know. That was strange. I wonder if I was pressed like a hotkey or a shortcut on my laptop or something when I was typing an address. I'm not sure where I cut out though, but I wasn't talking about anything important. I was still just complaining about the freeway traffic and how everyone's a moron. And there's people scanning out of their cars, blocking CHP from getting through, and then they had to get back in their cars, and they're pissing off CHP. And yeah, like I said, CHP is always cool with us. Never got in trouble by CHP.
Suspect was an Hispanic ball, thin bill with a skateboard.
It depends. It always depends on the night. It can be busy. I don't pay attention to Bakersfield that much. Yeah, it can be busy out here. Downtown LA is pretty busy. And then when we were out Saturday, though, it was busy. Lots going on. Lots going on. Appreciate that, Springtime Honey. Yeah, not sure what happened there, but I appreciate you guys. One, I appreciate your patience. And appreciate that you let me know. That's weird, though, because it was working, and I look at it, I'm like, no, it's muted. I don't know why it's muted. I don't think I touched anything, but I won't pretend that I didn't. Might have touched a combination of some sort of keys that decides to mute it. That one's weird, though. Coming down Sunset Boulevard off the 101. For anyone following along right now, we are in Van Nuys, on Van Nuys Boulevard and Calvert Street. In Van Nuys, on Van Nuys. These are the ones you gotta watch out for. The busways get sneaky and have red light cameras every once in a while because the buses are ran by LA County, and LA County allows for red light cameras, but the city doesn't have red light cameras. Yeah, don't mess with the county. 5713 Hamilton Avenue, incident 4518 It's just a shit show. It's busy when I'm home inside, and it's quiet when I'm out and about. That's generally how it goes. Or the other way around. It's busy in San Fernando Valley when I'm downtown. And when I'm downtown, or when I'm in the valley, it's busy downtown. No, like I said, it's all about being in the right place at the right time, and honestly, nothing more than dumb luck. Black shirt, black shorts, I'm not afraid to admit my success is dumb luck. I'm all for it. Yeah, a lot of car dealerships here. You guys go out and go stop a robbery in progress? No, it's a silent alarm. Or a intruder alarm. I hope I have the right Anderson. I put in Sepulveda. Hope Sepulveda defaults to North Sepulveda. Ooh, whoever's in the ambulance is in trouble. LAPD is following the ambulance. It usually happens for like an overdose or someone that was stabbed or shot or something like that. Alright guys, let's go put an end to this silent or this intruder alarm. We're only like a minute out, and that's why I decided to go to it. As long as I got the address right. It was like 5627 North Sepulveda, and I just put in 5627 Sepulveda, which I believe is the same thing. At least out here. I'm gonna redo it though. 5627 North Sepulveda. Let's fix it. 5627. But sometimes they say the direction when there's not really a direction in the address. Yeah, like this one isn't supposed to have a direction in it. It's just 5627 Sepulveda is the actual address. But they called north, and then that gets to be a whole mess. So yeah, I understand the street numbers have a direction no matter whether it's in the address or not. But Google Maps doesn't know that. Oh, LAPD is here. Someone crashed their bike. Oh, and maybe they're getting impounded. I think somebody got impounded for street racing over there. I'm basing that off of the fact that there was a, I couldn't tell what it was actually, but some fast-looking car and a motorbike. Alright, we're pulling up on Sepulveda right now, guys. Keep your ears out. Keep your ears out. Keep your eyes open.
1685, incident 2674.
CHP? How does CHP show up to this?
823, clear.
Is CHP the one that called it in? That's strange.
16823, roger.
Yeah, we're not going to head out all the way out to West LA for a minor traffic. For a physical rescue, maybe, but not a minor traffic. That's way too far. This is a Caltrans building they set off the alarms at?
Not sure which genre.
Anyways, CHP's got it handled apparently. That's strange. Better response time than the LAPD. Yeah, it's just a intrusion alarm. You never know what you'll see. Like a jewelry store with, you know, people hauling out jewelry by the caseload. That'd be a cool thing to get. That would definitely make the morning news. But whatever's going on there is a bunch of nonsense. So we'll head on back.
This is Joey. Correction, I'll break Joey.
I just trying to find that CHP is there. What's CHP doing? We got traffic enforcement right here. Not traffic enforcement, parking enforcement. They just canceled the alarm. The alarm company called up and canceled it. I just find it funny that CHP got there. You think CHP is listening to LAPD radio, or you think they were just... I don't know. That's a good question. Good question. What you talking about there, Karen? No, I'm just harassing you, Lisa. No worries. No worries. It's not that bad. It's just that it'll be a solid 25 minutes probably. You got structure fire going out somewhere. I didn't hear the. We got structure fire in Valley Glen. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We're pretty close too.
889, rescue 89, engine 474, task force 39, battalion 14, Chevrolet force 89 en route. When originally a automatic alarm now reports so fire.
Ah.
9 response, back to 17.
I was gonna do a nice illegal U-turn, but these people are taking their sweet time.
That's 39 sec, Van Nuys Boulevard.
Take a ride on Magnolia. I need to drop this link for you guys.
We're available at attached to that structure.
Mental illness, 5855 Van Nuys Boulevard. Subject is a male wearing dark clothing, silver bone of mental illness, sitting in front of the
We are off to the structure fire in Valley Glen. Look, Valley Glen. We're like 12 minutes out, so we got a ways away. But we'll get a size up before we get there, which is nice. What really sucks though is when you're like 12 minutes from an incident, sometimes even as bad as 15, and it takes them like 10 minutes to get you a size up, and it turns out to be just a little bit of smoke or something like that. Okay, guys, you could have gotten that to me 10 minutes ago. So yeah, it was a garbage fire exposing a building, I believe. It came out as a fire alarm call. And now they're upgrading it to something else. We got 10 minutes. This is in Valley Glen. We're coming from Van Nuys. Not too bad. As long as we don't get stuck behind the lights. Once you start getting stuck at the red lights, that 12 minutes turns into, 30 minutes. I feel like we were just over here. Obviously, I headed towards the wrong direction. That's okay. It's changed as long as they don't get an arrow. Good.
Rubber. 469 on scene, 13036 West Sherman Way. We got a large 5-story apartment, 4 added over 1 story of parking. Got lights on the outside. Well, resources kind of will probably be able to handle with the light force.
No good guys. They said light smoke showing. They're probably gonna be able to handle with the light force. First responding units.
Structure fire 13036 Way, light force, airport, 4-story apartment.
We'll still continue through, I think.
Coming up right behind 289. I can't see, but it looks like it's mostly on the outside.
Mostly on the outside, yeah. This is a dud, guys.
The light force will be able to handle a dumpster fire.
And they're canceling it. Dumpster fire. Dumpster fire with no exposures.
Copy.
Disappointing, guys. I thought we had a good one. I was ready for them to say,
West Sherman Way is going to be outside dumpster fire. Light force 89 is going to be able to handle. Take this back to 8. You can have it back. Cancel all of them.
I was ready for them to say 4-story apartment building, fire showing.
Light force 89 will handle outside dumpster fire. Actually.
Yeah, if you guys didn't hear that, it's just an outside dumpster fire. That's okay, I guess. We'll see if we head along or we keep heading towards it. I'll head in the direction, but obviously we're not gonna gun it there. And our goal is to get a better call along the way. Could have been good if it was, We'll make it. Close enough. You got a minor TC in North Hollywood? That's not too far, I guess. Let's go check out the minor TC, maybe. Fire's 6 minutes from here. This one's 7 minutes. Yeah, let's go check out the minor TC, I guess.
Roger, use money code 3.
Debbie, thank you. Thank you very much, Debbie.
Well, I don't want to respond to that call.
1601 4016 877 will advise when they're en route.
We're 7 minutes out.
They need to exploiting additional units from what
Need to go under standby.
Red lights excluded, of course. Yeah, might as well check it out because it's at least
Been added. Lankershim victory into 60.
it at least has more potential than our fire does right now. But no, usually when they attach one unit to a car crash and not even an ambulance, it's more or less guaranteed to be nothing.
Metro from Rescue 89 are available.
But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. You guys see that flash up here before? I saw that. I was wondering what that was. Yeah, these are the. We got the busway right here, so those are the red light cameras.
1705, 6 months in
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you haven't already, make sure to like the stream. Greatly helps out with engagement. Get some more people in here. Makes the night go by a lot easier. And if you haven't already, come join us in the chat and say hi. Introduce yourself. Let me know where you're tuning in from. But we are off to a traffic collision, a minor traffic collision in North Hollywood. The reason we're off to it is because we got canceled off our structure fire. Structure fire turned out to be a dumpster fire that they got put out with the responding units on scene. So no biggie. A traffic collision, there's always a little bit of potential there for it to turn into something unlikely, but you never know. Now, the scary thing about freeway traffic collisions, any traffic collision on the freeway is able to turn into something very easily. Those 2-car traffic collisions can turn into a 6-car pileup incredibly fast. The key piece of information in knowing whether a freeway traffic collision is worth going to is whether they're pulled over to the shoulder or not. CHP posts that on their CAD sometimes. They'll say, 2-vehicle traffic collision, vehicles pulled over on right shoulder. You know already it's not worthwhile. But when they're still blocking lanes in the middle of the night and pitch black darkness, yeah, that shit can turn south incredibly fast, and that's what I personally hate about the freeway. Seattle, hello Seattle. I've visited Seattle once in my life. Judy, hello, hello. Made my way to Pennsylvania as well. Went off to Philly and got myself a Philly cheesesteak, of course. We are 4 minutes out. We are on Victory right now. So we just have to drive straight for 2 miles and we'll be there. Again, 100% a minor traffic collision that will likely be beaten to, which is okay with me. We are at 195. Hello to everyone. If you can, do me a huge favor, guys. Get that like count up. Is this an auto bicycle? Is that what it said? Is that us? It's not us. Is it? This is. Alright guys, this might be a worthwhile call. It turned out to be a traffic collision involving a bicycle. So we are a few minutes out. We'll make our way there. But yeah, do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button and help us get this stream going. We need some more oomph behind it. Yeah, we are off to a traffic collision involving bicycle. If you look back in the chat a little bit, you'll see the link there. We're 2 minutes out, mile out. We'll arrive on scene. Unfortunately, I don't have it set up to take you out of the car with me today. I do apologize. I gotta get my shit together for you guys, I know. I'm working on it. I promise. Mark, welcome to the stream. Nice to have some local people here. Lots of Seattle people. Yeah, we're a block or two out from the traffic collision. See what we got when we get up on scene. Like I said, unfortunately, I'm going to leave you guys behind in the car for this one.
Ambulance overdose. The subject, now white, long hair, 6-foot, black jacket, is now unconscious. That was 4.3 target 1063.
If it's a minor traffic collision involving a pedestrian, I'm not going to get out and film it. I don't think it was a pedestrian. I think it was a bicycle. Yeah, it looks like the car stayed. So obviously that takes a lot of the notability behind the incident already out. LAPD is already there. Yeah, so the car stayed. That takes away the majority of any worthwhileness to the story, unfortunately. If the car didn't stay, you know, it's a hit and run. If it's a fatal, something like that. But it doesn't look like it is either of those. I apologize, guys. If you have been messaging me in the past few minutes, I've missed what you've been saying. If there's something you'd like me to respond to, don't hesitate to tag me in the message just so I can see what's going on. Yeah, so not a fatal. The person that hit them stayed. Not much interesting to that story. We will take a loop around though. Good that we decided to continue through though. Because even though it wasn't something, that's a situation where it could turn into something. Yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you haven't already, come join us in the chat, say hi. Make sure to like the stream too. The more likes we get, the more people hop in. YouTube puts a lot of weight behind what you guys think. They think that if everyone in the chat or everyone in the stream likes the stream, that everyone, you know, in their algorithm is going to like it.
3817 and 2740.
Just looking through the CAD right now. The Valley and North Hollywood traffic collision, we cleared that right now. Our Valley Glen structure fire was nothing but a dumpster. No, that's the one that happens. We got LAPD, or we got LA City parking enforcement here being clowns. I won't yell at them. They didn't see me. I'm not saying it's not their fault. I'm just saying they didn't see me. What was the need for parking enforcement to show up, though? That's my question. I don't see a ped. You got LAPD out here, though, because somebody decided to hit a pedestrian. But no. Seems very minor. No damage to the car. No person laying on the street. Off to the next one, guys. We just don't know what the next one is yet. Penny, hello. How's it going? Let me I'll read back through the log of messages, but greatly appreciate all of you in the chat. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for introducing yourself. We got Junior, we got PHX, saw PHX. PHX has been here from the start of our stream. Thank you for staying with us, PHX. Lugo, same goes to you. Penny, Lynn, Connie, the Valley Foreign, you've been here all day. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying though. There's no traffic control to do. The only traffic hazard right now is just the ambulance. As soon as the ambulance leaves, they'll be done.
140, cancer response. CP1 Roger, good night.
We just cruising, guys. Cruising to find the bruising.
Receive.
But yeah, we are at 200 people, guys. That means that we should have at least 200 likes on the stream. Because not all 200 of you have been here since the start. So do me a solid. Like the stream, guys. Let's get up to those 200 likes. I said it before, but it costs you guys nothing. And it helps me out tremendously. I do not kid you when I say that. It costs you guys nothing and greatly helps out with my metrics and messing with that YouTube algorithm to get some more people in here. A lot of people from Washington. Love to see it. Just a little bit north of us. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thanks for joining me. It's not too bad of a night. It's quiet out here, but it's at least warm. It's 67 degrees.
458 Mammoth Avenue, incident 4591 RD 989.
This guy's a little bit of a clown, but so be it. We are at Oxnard and Whitson right now. Come on, guys, 200 likes. I know you guys are watching. I know you guys are listening to it. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Make my day. And if you hit that like button, let me know. I would love to give you guys a shout out for doing the hard work. We're only at 138 likes right now, but we got 189 people in here. I'll even stop bugging you guys about it for a little while once we get to that 200 mark. Sharon, thank you. Major shout out to Sharon for liking and subscribing. Thank you very much. And of course, thank you to all of you that are in the chat right now. If you haven't already, come join us in the chat and introduce yourself. Love talking to you guys. Makes the night go by a lot easier. The chat starts dying down and the radio starts dying down, and then I start getting a little bit too sleepy. So appreciate you all keeping company with me. Whitsett and Chandler we are pulling up on right now. Not going to anywhere in particular. We're probably still in North Hollywood, but I don't think so. Oh, I knew you did. Thank you, PHX. Greatly appreciate it. Blue Ghost, thank you very much. Yeah, we're just cruising around the city, burning that gas. Luckily, so far, it's been a pretty easygoing night on the gas. Yeah, and we were doing too much. We were doing too much Saturday, and it ended up being like $100 in just gas alone to get it filled back up, and oh, that hurt.
4428 Greer Road.
I won't lie, I definitely shed a tear after seeing that. I just kept hoping it was stopping, and it wasn't stopping. The number just kept going up and up and up. Like, oh, I'm gonna be eating ramen noodles and cat food for a little while. It ain't cheap anywhere, but it's definitely not cheap here.
55, flight 495, we're up in the terminal now.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet on our radios tonight. Not complete radio silence, but definitely nothing good either.
55, flight 495 on 2, we're up in the terminal now.
Something going down at LAX. Most likely a minor medical emergency. We are passing the North Hollywood Community Garden. I might have to check that out. I think a community garden is a cool idea. I don't know if I have it in me to actually regularly participate and buy my own little plot. It's a cool concept. I'd like to think I would, but in reality, I'd probably do it for like 2 or 3 weeks, then forget about it for like a few days, and forget about it for a week, and then after another week, I'd probably just give up. Unfortunately. The Northridge earthquake, yeah, that was a. I've only read on it, fortunately. That's definitely a wild story. I lived around Northridge for a little while. I lived in Porter Ranch. Moved from Midwest, Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Encino first. Got out of Encino, moved to Northridge. Got out of Northridge, moved to downtown. Made a dumb decision, and from downtown moved to San Bernardino-City. That was rough.
558 Rabbit Avenue and RD 2146 identified before design outside of division.
77 miles one way to work. That must be, I don't know, Penny. I couldn't do that. I respect that. Mad respect on that one.
6780 Hollywood Boulevard.
1789 Capital, 1783 handle.
Charles indicated, verify your location.
Metro West 334, we're clear passenger, Martini.
Next couple on the Bill 6 Charlie, from where you to go.
You could until you get caught in the Californian. The sad thing is, I think you get caught pretty fast. I don't think you'd get like caught as in found out it's you or arrested. But yeah, there's no way that'd stay in there for that long. Also, marijuana is not that easy to, grow without constant intervention, I've been told. So probably a lot easier to, grow it in your basement with a green light. In California, I think they allow you to own a few plants. I always thought it'd be pretty cool. But and I looked at it, it's like a shit ton of work. But no, you can own a few plants out here. They limit you on how many plants you can grow. But I do know that it is legal to grow marijuana in California for personal use.
Islands 8421 Ventura 09 RG 1987.
And 5839, 20 code 3, Victory to 100 Alberson Saga.
Porter Ranch was a cesspool and all.
39, additional years, 21 minutes, Alberson. Here's the female yelling. I'm going to stress an argument with an unknown person, no description, additional 10650.
I had a very weird landlord in Porter Ranch that I don't know if she was hitting on me or not, but she definitely wanted to be my best friend, and I didn't want to be her friend. And then the neighbors I had in Porter Ranch, they were just, uppity, of course, because, it's Porter Ranch. But it was like a thing where if you parked in front of their house on the street, they get pissy that you're parking on their spot. I'm like, I'm just parking on the street. So I don't miss moving out of there. God, I was kind of an asshole.
Next to the tree, suspect's male black.
No turn signal.
Code 2 into the
Half-assed in my lane.
1583.
1681 7711 fare for a search.
Did it have something?
Come on, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
1961 Roger.
It's like, come on, the light doesn't get greener. And then I see that I have the arrow. How embarrassing. As I'm here taking on other people's lack of ability to drive while I'm sitting at the green arrow. I messed up, I'll admit it. Luckily, it was only for a couple seconds extra than it should have been.
5502, Paletta Place, incident, correction code 2, incident 4633, RD 1531, code runner 5557, below the Avenue residence, incident 4606, RD 1549, and suspect 12020 Center Boulevard, incident 4621, RD 1545.
Should I go check out the code 3 calls? Or code 1 calls?
The ignorant code 6 on and Albers.
Somebody's screaming like a crackhead.
Central Line Force 92, I have nothing on my NBC with the address. It's going to be at the mall, 10250 West Santa Monica Boulevard.
Oh yeah, I love radio static.
17835, PR or mail run 3.
Favorite noise in the world. Honestly though, it's not that bad. When the batteries start going bad in that radio, it just makes this demonic screeching noise that makes you want to stick a pen through your ears. Like I said, we're getting rid of that radio though and replacing it with a very nice vehicle mounted one. Got the antennas and everything in. If you look at my community page on YouTube, you can see the setup I did on the exterior of the vehicle. Like I said, I think it came out very nicely. Yeah, we may take a parking break momentarily instead of driving around circles and just wait for our next call. I know you guys love exploring. Like I said, that gas bill, it ain't cheap. And also, there's nothing going on right now. I need to stretch my butt muscles. You get tired just sitting. Not to mention, it honestly gets exhausting keeping your head on a constant swivel trying to not get killed in the city.
1993, your domestic violence, 8421 Ventura Canyon, the non-domestic violence restraining order violation, 8421 Ventura Canyon, suspect male Hispanic, 39 years, white tank top, gray shorts, no further, no exterior knife, not seen today, monitor comments for additional, it's now code 3, incident 4609 and RD 1987.
Domestic violence suspect.
1993, did you receive?
93 Roger was responding from Woodman and Parking.
I need your responding code 3 from Woodman and Parking to 8421 Ventura Canyon.
Did cross over the lane, but there's no one there. Yeah, no more radio stack. Our antenna stuff will be nice.
More traffic, southbound 110 cross the country.
1539, no further.
110 Century, that's either downtown or south.
00 Ventura Boulevard, apartment 316.
That's South LA. No TC for us.
No, the two suspects are known wearing all black. Continue the pace of back and forth of your department. Monitor comments for additional code 204666 RD 1088.
Let's take a butt stretching break. Right. Just for a moment, guys. I appreciate your patience is all. Please don't leave me just because it gets a little bit more boring that I'm not driving around in circles.
Hey, Fidel Unit 459 suspects there now, 9128 Tahunga Avenue at LKQ. Suspects are 3 males. Number 1, red hooded sweatshirt. Number 2, gray hooded sweatshirt, blue pants. No further. Number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Also, suspect vehicle
Feels
is a
good.
silver unknown type vehicle parked on Tahunga near a flatbed semi-truck. Suspects are loading items into the vehicle. Code 2 incident 4672, RDS 1664.
Look at that dirty windshield, guys. Honestly, it's not that much dirt. There's little
37, Roger.
micro cracks in the windshield. You have to either replace the whole windshield to fix there, or find some filler kit or something like that. And
Yes, information on the 390 man
I
in
ain't
the
doing that.
in the area of Northtown. Plumber from Sepulveda. Suspect is outstanding, 56 years, wearing a red color shirt and a gold Lexus, license 9 boy David Mary 721, 9 boy Mary David 721. Information on 4679.
857,
we're at Victory and Vineland right now. We're just chilling for a moment at Victory and Vineland. We're just sitting for a moment. We're just sitting for a moment while my butt muscles rest.
Any mission unit to respond 19, correction, any mission supervisor to respond with 19A93, domestic violence restraining order violation 8421 Ventura Canyon, code 3 incident 4609, RD 1987 unit.
Samantha, thank you for joining us today. Glad to have you here. Got an auto pedestrian call on the freeway. How long will it take us to get there? That one might be 33 minutes. That's rough. Someone got smacked on the freeway. 27 minutes. Yeah, we won't be making that one, guys. The issue is the mountains. Well, actually, I fixed it. That's a good idea, Trino. I'll see what I can do. We'll see how much effort I can put into that. But yeah, riddle me this, guys. How do pedestrians get hit on the freeway? That one I'll never know.
1961 code 6 to 8th Street and Harding in the city of San Fernando, 6 Country Union 033.
So we'll be back on the road shortly here.
Can you send me incident 4718?
I'm just waiting for the CHP notes to come out on that incident. I want to hear how they ended up getting smacked on the freeway. We got 110 and Century.
Code 48421 Ventura Canyon Suspect GOA. 19L70, 19L70, cancel incident 4609.
CHP notes just say black Chevy Chrysler versus unknown vehicle. They don't mention anything about a pedestrian involved. Granted, that doesn't mean there isn't a pedestrian involved.
9841, 9819 is on a follow-up to Sherman Oaks Hospital on that incident. 1980, 9841 to respond to takeover.
Call back and get a better location. We're down to a off prop.
Yeah, a lot of Teslas out here. A lot of Tesla personalities out here too.
150, Roger.
Agent 68, cell site is showing eastbound 10 freeway on the La Brea off-ramp by the Plaza Redondo.
Any man, I see the criminal system there now. For the shelter. Black. Black. Less than 5. Staff.
Sure, man, perfect, come around. Roger.
Six 911, you cancel 23.
Cancel your response.
Hey, Engine 9, we're gonna go to the street on the opposite side of where you are.
21-842 red. 23, did you receive the cancel for A11?
We'll get back on the road shortly, guys. But thing is that since we sat here, nothing's happened yet.
963, 963, Carl, but it's like there now. 6909 north of Bovada, the shelter. Code 2, incident 4689 911.
Overdose 323 East 5th Street.
3 Roger.
Code 6, Parthenia, Kester on 5, yeah. Correction of 5.
Yeah, the CHP
Yeah,
CAD
David,
doesn't say
Archer,
anything about a
326.
pedestrian involved. That's how LAFD shared it. Whoops.
9 George 21, 9 George 21.
Didn't mean to do that.
384 Wolfway.
LAFD's respond to LA Dex for a person that fell.
Just 21 clear, I'll let you dispo.
Yeah, it's definitely a big city out here. No doubt on that one. You got an alarm, a fire alarm, and Encino. I love that noise though. Every time you hear that noise, something new is going on. Boyle Heights? Is that one? I thought I heard another one. Ah, Boyle Heights. We got what's that one? Rubbish fire. Nothing's.
Can't expect you to code 30 ringer. 5259 Plaza Avenue at the residence. Incident 4700. 21 G.
Nothing's
D6
going
code
on at
6.
this moment. If you guys want to look at what I'm keeping an eye on here, this is the LAFD CAD that has all the calls that come out.
020.
Rescue 889 call 8347 West Avenue.
Ten 1230 to control. D6 Roger.
Entry intersection 6 at Parkview.
1230, 1240, 1260, burglary task force units are moving to sector 4 south of Ventura and east of the golf course. 10, 1230, and 50 units will be code 6 in sectors 1 and 2 south of Ventura Boulevard.
Ventura Boulevard.
10-12-30, Roger. All 10-12-40 and Paul 60 units moving to Section 4, south of Ventura and east of the golf course. 10-12-30 and 50 units, code 6 in sectors 1 and 2, south of Ventura Boulevard.
Why they gotta be like that? You gotta give me some more information, guys. You gotta just say sectors 1 and 2. Sounds like they're doing a sting of reckless driving.
still have eyes on the suspects?
16877, stand by.
I'm trying to look at the maps here, seeing exactly what they could be, but they're not too helpful talking about sectors 1 and 2. Alright, let's go drive around and see what we can find around sectors 1 and 2, guys. Yeah? Along without the freeways. I don't like the freeways. 20 minutes?
Transported to Sherman Oaks Hospital.
That's a long ways away, guys, but I will do it for you. Alright, let's go catch LAPD doing the secret sting in sectors 1 and 2. Sectors 1 and 2, my ass. Come on, give me some cross streets. I don't have your secret little maps. No one loops me in. I want to be part of their sting.
Peoria.
I don't know what the sting's actually for, though. I'm going to assume street racing, just because that's a big thing they do.
Go check.
Where do you check loud and clear?
Especially in that area. I'm just thinking what's in that area, because they've been doing retail stings too. I don't think there's like any retail shops over there. It's pretty much just open, dark roads, which would make sense for, you know, street racing. But the thing is, we have nothing to go on aside from south of the golf course, Ventura Boulevard. And sector 1 and 2, which, you know, obviously would be helpful if we had the map with the sectors on it for their little sting. We'll see. My hopes is that we can drive around and catch what's going on. You see 8 cops hiding behind a tree. We're probably in the right area.
1689, Roger.
I just gotta get my speakers out real loud and start playing
The Peoria is no further.
some Honda Civic Ricer noises. Make them come find me. I think that might actually work, guys. It's not the worst idea I've ever had. Rubbish fire, Boyle Heights. Rubbish fire, Westlake. Fire alarm, Valley. Come on, somebody needs to cause some chaos tonight.
5-7, David, thanks for checking.
2957, Roger.
Can I get lots more about it?
10XL18, incident 3683.
Repeat that.
10XL18, incident 3683.
Metro engine 209, can you confirm the apartment number?
This is a very slow light with no people going through it.
209 is going to be apartment 313.
There we go. Thank you.
Here's 2917 north of Lankershim Drive.
Not run over the taco people. It's got a little Supreme bumper sticker too.
And as I do have you suspect there now, 19765 Sherman Way, 19765 Sherman Way from the hospital, Sherman Way, 6, and building. Suspect is a transient female, white, curly hair, wearing a black shirt, red skirt, threatened there with a hammer, is currently on the roof of code 34726302139. I'm gonna handle them.
Metro is 209. Nobody at 313 called. Fire department. Try to call back. And it is 209. We have that first on that call. 209 copy. False.
If you guys are just tuning in now, don't forget to hit that like button. It greatly helps with growing the stream, and it doesn't cost you guys a single penny. I greatly appreciate it. Major shout out to everyone that's already done it, and major shout out to everyone in the chat as well. If you haven't already hopped in the chat, do so now, please. Come introduce yourself. Let me know where you're tuning in from tonight. Let me know what you have going on. We are off to Encino right now. There's a possible police sting going on. Details are fuzzy. They don't like talking about it over the radio, of course, because it's a sting. So we're working on figuring out the details, and we will see what we can get from that.
And policy business is 13136 Sherman Way, the Denny. 2104729 901521 medical.
All I've got is a whatever road it was. I already forgot. It's on my phone. South of the golf course is the main thing they told us. Sepulveda? Burbank Boulevard, south of the golf course. No, Sepulveda. I know where we're going, I promise. That was a bit risky, sir. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, join us in the chat, and you will be my best friend forever.
2047, can't your responses today. 4726-21829 will handle all units 21829 responding code 3 from Barrio and Irwin to 19725 runway.
We were just over here last night, a major car crash.
7-1.
You got rid of all the construction that fast? Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll get to see it. That's the thing, that the only actual coordination they give us is sectors 1 through 4. And obviously we don't have their map of what sectors they have it laid down to. But it's probably just a reckless driving, street racing sting.
I need to bring your supervisor to respond with 21829 for an weapon call identified.
Correction, 821 cancel, Adam 27 is off at 4729.
So right now we've got a very general, broad area of where they either were or where they're going to. So we'll see what we see, and what we see is unknown.
Metro 811 on scene.
Come on, guys, we can do better than that. We're at 165 likes right now. We gotta get that number up to 200. Do me a solid. If you're watching this right now, there's 171 people in here, so I know some of you watching right now haven't even thought about touching that like button. So do me a favor, just hit that like button. It would mean the world to me. It could be a drug sting, but the area that they're in doesn't make sense. The area they're in is very open.
Roger, 1799, 1799.
Major shout out to Sandy. I'm hoping that we get to see her tonight. I haven't seen her pop in yet. Obviously, people here have lives outside of me, but it's always good to see Sandy in here. Welcome to everyone joining. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're en route to Encino to the golf courses, the Balboa golf courses. What are they called? Yeah, the Balboa Golf Course for a possible reckless driver police sting. We don't have all the details. We just heard enough chatter to know something's going on in that area, and hopefully we can use our detective skills. Maybe we'll get a little bit more insight. Oh, that was a bit bumpy. Got a little too much G-force with that one. We're still monitoring LAFD and LAPD for anything new. Not putting all my eggs in this one basket, guys. Got LAPD right there, getting their coffee fix. I've got a noise canceling on right now. I can probably turn it off. That makes it hard to hear what's going on outside of the car. Alright, guys. North Hollywood structure fire. Do we turn back around? Do we waste all of our progress and go back to the North Hollywood structure?
2019 and 9863, Roger. 15030, repeat your message. 30, Roger.
We gotta do our nice illegal U-turn, of course. You're shitting me. There's 2 active structure fires right now. They just dispatched 2 different structure fires for 2 different addresses. I can't see how close they are. The police sting should still be there. The structure fire, allegedly there's a building burning down. So, you know, we got less time to see the building burn than we do this police sting. 2 separate structure fires in North Hollywood. We're going to the one on Lankershim right now. And we keep an eye on the CAD with me. We're going to the one on Lankershim, I believe. Let me check my maps. No, we're going to the one on Farmdale. We're going to hit the Farmdale one first, and then the Lankershim one, unless we hear something else on the radio. That's weird, though, that both came out at the same time. I wonder if they're related. Like I said, I can't look at the map right now and compare the distances.
Per on the responsible for 10332, proceed please, let's go to instead of first number for 817, right?
Yeah. It was both out of my pocket. Elevator off. Shut it off, and it had some residual smoke. You might get additional activation of that monitor system.
Please number for 81785 Trailhead.
872 showing route temperature. Go on
4523.
Come on, who gets the green light first? Something's happening.
South LA. There are no apartment units here. Try to call back.
We are 7 minutes out from the Farmdale structure fire. 3.5 miles, about 7 minutes. We'll definitely put a little bit more speed behind this one. This thing that sucks though is we were hanging out in North Hollywood and left North Hollywood to go here.
We have fire at the shop.
So we'll check out the Farmdale one first, see what we got there, and then we'll head out to the second one.
549 on speed, like 700 North Lankershim. We got
Lankershim?
a one-story commercial. Vacant boarded up. We do have fire showing. Be in the offensive mode.
Lankershim has fire showing.
Number 137, you should walk up. You gotta reset this.
Maybe next 44 traffic stop, hold the north of Rockport, Charles Edward 90051.
Boarded up, fire showing.
That's appropriate.
Yeah, 67, 1 second. Might just be fire right up against the building. It's gonna be give me up in a second.
Might not be a fire inside a building. Gotta love it, guys. Might be a fire inside a building, might not be a fire inside a building. I know, they're doing their best. I'm not blaming them. Just kind of funny.
Yeah, in that window.
We're not going off to that one yet. We're going to still hit the Farmdale one.
Got it. With Metro now. Metro from 5489 to your corrected address at 6659. It's gonna be just a fire on the
Yep.
inside window.
Lankershim structure fire is bullshit. Lankershim fire is just fire outside against the building. They're already handling it. We're 4 minutes out from the Farmdale fire. Let me actually check the Farmdale fire again to make sure it wasn't the same one. Nope, they're still responding to it. Alright, we're still heading to the farm.
See anyone living here, looks like anyone's living this house. Yeah. Open up, get some information, please. Okay.
We're still heading off to the Farmdale fire. We chose the right one at least, though. There was a 50-50 bet on which one we chose.
Roger. They're on their way to me.
48, clear.
We are right down the street from it. We're a mile down the street.
As far as the structure fire, first in 67 Farmdale, rescue 89 off the airport, one store, commercial, fire showing. Previous
Fire showing, guys.
60 standby. 102 are available and any time. That's that 459 103 for 2 Christine Place.
I don't think I'll be able to. I don't think I'll be able to bring you guys with me, though. I don't have the setup fixed for it. Very sorry about that.
478, you may discontinue. 478, cancel.
Very sorry, very sorry, very sorry.
That's right, and 102, we're almost on scene of the Farmdale. No, Robert 516, no warrant. Brianne Ramirez. Yeah, so 1093 game for him.
Avenue, 64771.
Is your man available? Yeah, rescue 89 on scene. That was rescue 89. That's 195, upgrade 800 emergency. 9 John George. Rescue 94, upgrade emergency, acknowledge. No, truck from Denver to Tampa, man. Boy, John from the roof. It looks like it's an 8 unit. Keep all companies coming. We'll be in the offensive mode.
So it looks like an AC unit. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Allergic reaction 10636 Woodley Avenue.
I agree on the drone thing. That would be cool, but the technicalities of it point to it being illegal. It's one of those things where it is illegal, but you're unlikely to get caught. But it's a federal crime, and I don't want to fuck with the feds.
I mean, I did with an 89 that they came here for a Molotov cocktail and threw on the roof last week. I think it might be the same thing. They went inside and clear inside. Only a little bit high on the roof.
Molotov cocktail on the roof.
Actually, it looks like it's up next to an AC unit. Verified, what is that? Okay, the area is 1033215. So we have the corner of the area for the Audi E5. 86 is just stand by one. Engine 60, you have fire attack, light push 60, you have the road. The area 10332, Christine Place. Rescue 77, Arson. Rescue 77, stand by for medical.
3948, stand by on the RD. 1971.
All right, guys, I'll see if I can bring you with. Just bear with me, though.
89, stand by one.
Arizona Health. Clip 4782 or 1844.
I'm gonna see what we got first, and then I'll be back.
1, are you clear?
I see some truck 60 on the roof. We got a line up here. Looks like it's only the AC unit. Nothing inside. I both saw.
Nora 64, 16 Nora 64, are you clear? Roger, OK 46. PD 6 in there.
Roger.
4785, RD 939.
We're getting water up on the roof right now. I see some truck 60 on the roof.
No, units are still code 6 off the phone.
I don't believe so, but stand by. Let me double check.
Rush. Vision units in 19843, 19843. Battery domestic violence in progress, 8525 Tobias Avenue, 8525 Tobias Avenue. Location is in apartment 152. Location is in apartment above 152. Male and female couple inside location is fighting. Code 3, incident 4786, RD 1985. Support. And then support is at 8525 Tobias Avenue.
Any quick look?
1083 Roger. 19963 Roger.
Next 54, should be code 6, with 823.
Units, ambulance, traffic, hit run felony 16600 Simons, 16600 Simon Street, unknown suspect vehicle, code 3 incident 4792 RD 177. Missing Journal Broad, missing from 1537 West 49th Street, last day 9/25, 2023 at 2010 hours. Subject is Mia John, female, white, black or brown, 5'11", 160, AOV of 4'7", 2008, medium build, light complexion. Must be wearing a gray tank top, blue NBA shorts, white shoes. Its condition is good. Any information, contact 77th Street Juvenile Detectives in 4795.
Hi, Jeremy. This is 1795, 1795 Hamilton and felony 16600 Simmons Street, 16600 Simmons Street, code 3 incident 479 1717.
Unit battery domestic violence 21050 Kittredge Street, Lieutenant at 4797 RD 2157. 39 show just wanted to the code brief from White Oak and Devonshire.
Welcome Devonshire 16600 7th Street. 1748, camping 895.
Number 49 Roger.
Cancel ambulance and felony 1749 will handle. He shows back, sir. Number 10332 Christine Place.
Michigan's information only probably from Plain Area 13563 Huron Street. Second information clear roughly 20 minutes ago. Suspect last seen northeast towards Fenton. 2 male Hispanics, unknown bold. Number 1 black shirt, blue and gray shorts. Number 2 all black clothing. Information is 4001.
Can you try one more time, see if there's a T-car that can respond here? Unit, enjoy traffic 17832 Los Alamos Street, incident 4583.
Show no follow up and wrong to the high show with 1. 2017 Roger.
Cleared in the watch. C3 and Z5 into 1 to connect.
X4, 19X4, are you clear? 19X. 43 standby. 49, 1 foot 6 at 16600 Simmons. 49, 16600 Simmons. Next 44, 8 there.
Slowing down.
19X 44, okay. 19-842, are you in the alley for the pier? 43, we're in the front door.
Six foot 43.
93, Roger. 43, the pier is requesting your response to the rear alley. She'll open the garage for you. 43, Roger. It's on the north side.
Sure, right.
Runway 76 CLA. 2129, 2129. I have the suspect calling in your.
I apologize, guys. I'm back now.
725 Sherman Way. That she's in unit 295.
Took me a bit longer than I was planning. Yeah, there wasn't much going on in all honesty. Not much going on. There was a structure fire. It said it was possibly someone threw a Molotov cocktail on the roof. Yeah, nothing worthwhile. Let me see if I can pull up some of the footage. Like I said, there wasn't really anything to see, no fire or anything.
22 Woodman Avenue, incident 4747 8948.
Sure. 1943. Full tie-dye shirt and gray leggings.
I promise I'm gonna work on that. I just have to fix up my system. Right now I'm stuck physically to the car since it's plugged in through my computer. But I promise we'll be working on that in the nearest future. But anyways, let me share my screen with you and I can kind of show you what I saw. Again, it wasn't anything too crazy, but I'll share the process with you at least. But yeah, hopefully you guys were listening to the radio. Did anything interesting happen while I was gone? Did I miss out on anything? Retired copper, hello, hello. We just got back from a tiny little fire.
You can send us that. Oh, you have hold.
96 to Rose.
9RP. I think you subject disarm and step on me with duty. Correction.
I'll share my screen with you guys in just a second. Bear with me. Like I said, there's nothing too cool going on. Bear with me on the little inception here. Make it a little bit bigger, but I'm not gonna go full screen. See how long this takes to load. Rendering live video while rendering still video is not easy. Or not easy. It's a resource intensive on the computer is what I meant to say. Yeah, I wasn't anything too crazy. The lag isn't in the video itself. The lag is from the actual computer.
21, cancel landmark 10, just 19950, Rockable, cancel appearance, 4756. Eighty-seven, 21,897, do you receive? 21,897, roger, thank you.
There wasn't much going on at all. I got some cool B-roll shots, I guess. Why'd I have to bump the camera? I bumped the camera in this shot.
H3C people in the comments that it was an Audi Q5. Four-door. Hey, Roger.
Yeah, I'll take you out of the car when I can. I'm sorry about that.
So units holding a 399 in RD 1622. A77, send me that last call. 5621050, Case Ridge, code 27479,
Is this the same guy? I hope it's not the same guy. No, it's a different guy. That's good. I was definitely crooked. I should have gotten my tripod in order.
Take the last call.
Pleasure.
Doesn't make them look bad, but everyone's just standing around with their hands in their pockets. Yeah, no, this is a minor one. There's nothing even to be seen here. I don't know what else they was going on.
61, the suspect appear does not wish to meet.
I think I made the mistake of thinking I was recording when I wasn't.
You can disregard any calls from her.
Use code for 917 from away.
That was way too long. Yeah, like I said, not in the best light, but Yeah, DJ Bob, you got caught in the spam filter with that one. But no, our main purpose out here is to sell to the stations. And like I said, I'd love to take you with me. I just gotta get a little fixed up on my side. But anyways, I'm glad that I'm able to share at least what was going on. Like I said, if it was anything crazy, I might have considered it, but it's nothing crazy, as you can tell. We gotta get rid of this guy just scratching himself there. I just feel bad. I want to make it at least look like he was just twiddling his thumbs. There we go, that looks better. This guy is at least, you know, looks like he's supervising. Like I said, there's nothing there. It's not an actual fire. Yeah, that's okay. I appreciate you guys all joining me on my trip. But one thing to remember, guys, is that you are joining me for a ride along, not the other way around. So I appreciate all the suggestions and all the advice. But don't think under any circumstances that I'm expected to follow it just because you're watching.
Correction, suspect still refusing to come out of the
Respectfully.
requesting to have an officer speak to her over the phone.
No, I get it. I'm not hating on him. I respect that. Just like everyone picks their nose. You just don't want to be picking your nose on camera, though. But you are right. Let's get that fun out of here. Yeah, it wasn't a real fire, guys. If it was something really worthwhile, I would have figured out how to take you guys with me, but didn't have that chance today. I thought I left my radio behind for a second. That would have been good.
We have another vehicle a couple hundred yards down the freeway in a carpool lane. You can check that.
The reason we stopped, though, is because they said that was a Molotov cocktail thrown on the roof. That's what happened last week. But they didn't say anything more on it, so I can't officially say it was a Molotov cocktail thrown on the roof without it just being speculation.
1903, landline to watch commander.
Sorry, sir, let me get out of your way. Instead of slowing down, I'll yeet it past you. Out these guys this way. This guy's just playing in the street. Good spot to park. Yeah, now we're back on the road and just waiting for the next thing. It is smoky. Oh, that's why. I was like, it is really smoky over here. And I looked to my left and they got, oh, I can't tell what it is. Might be tacos, but it's grilled meats for sure. Grilled meats nonetheless. Let's just take a quick look. It's gonna be a little bit laggy for a minute while my video is rendering. No, it's already done. Good. Good. Yeah, we're not sending that on in. But might as well at least just upload it to the YouTube. Alright, how's everyone doing though? Come back, hop back into chat. Let me know how your evening's going. Let me know what you've got going on tonight. We're just returning from the scene of an air conditioning unit that got a little bit smoky. Don't think there's any actual fire. Just a lot of smoke.
For 85252 verbal altercation only.
Metro Task Force 60, we get a dispatch order.
I don't know, they're requesting arson.
All units in UW 13 minutes ago from the North Hollywood platform, subject black fleet. East on the platform in another direction, now black 30 years, flight 10180, 3 over black. Property working is this bodily force. Property taken was a gray backpack and consent 4840.
It depends. If they call LAPD to that one, I'll feed it to the stations. It depends if LAPD gets called over or not. If LAPD is not showing up, then yeah, it's not worthwhile.
Three four seven 47.
We'll swing by later tonight and see if it turns into anything. We won't be out for too much longer, though. I'll be out for another hour. No more than 2 for sure. Gotta be up bright and early in the morning tomorrow. Hopefully you can find a better story than that.
Suspect advised that she'll be stepping out in a few minutes.
There now. 531214 police. Suspect is hiding near the trees and bushes. Suspect is a male, Hispanic, gray, city sweatshirt, dark blue jeans, black gloves, breaking windows to vehicles. Code 24844 RG 1543. Sure to speak to her over the phone.
We'll see what happens when the arson investigators get there.
Now 531214 plates, code 2 incident 4844 1543.
So there's still a possibility that it is
Medical complaint on the front car, just CHP only for the month.
a Molotov cocktail listed on the roof. That's what they said happened last week there.
Seven Connect 22, contact at 10332 Christine, please.
Roger. Not showing anything. Could you put our calls back there, sir, please?
17x22. I show 2 code 6 locations for mission 1 and mission 2 in your stack, as well as the suicide call at 16101 Last Street.
Lots of flashing lights up here. I think it's just construction. Just a little bit of construction. Nothing crazy. Yeah, we'll be end of watch. Not too long. Right now we're just kind of chilling for a moment.
Public units, screaming woman, 5633, call 6 Avenue, 5633, call 6 Avenue, apartment 201, heard only female screaming, possible assault involved, unknown number of people, the relationship, 3 temporary 46, I think.
Not too busy of a night, but it's been keeping us busy. Trino, thanks for joining us. As always, appreciate it.
The original parent called back, so they retracing the unit downstairs. No light, 3050, hanging on the dorming, verbal address, hotel. His father is code 2 and 10 for 706.
Thank you for everyone tuning in right now. Very glad to have you here. Just got back from a fire. It didn't seem to be that much, but it was a possible arson, so I'm kind of just playing it by ear. There's no good footage because there's nothing going on. But we'll swing back when arson investigators show up before we go end of watch for the night, just to see if there's any worthwhile B-roll of arson division.
19501 business address. Incident 2.
But in the meantime, we're just out prowling for other calls. If LAPD would have shown up and we would have had LAPD B-roll, I would have said it's 100% worth it. But that was not the case. Not today, unfortunately. We got a traffic collision downtown. That one looks interesting. We're too far from downtown, unfortunately.
Unable to locate. Does PR have a better description?
Unfortunately, too far from the downtown.
You can send us incident 1. Let's close it.
You know what I can do? It's not an easy. It's not the best solution, guys. But one thing I can do for you is I can get Twitch on my phone, then send you a Twitch link to check out when I'm remote. That way you can at least tag along with me. It involves an extra couple of clicks on your part.
I'm probably going to attempt suicide at 7019 Woods Avenue.
But it at least makes for a middle ground for until I get together. California, and happy to have you here tonight. We are in Vineland and Victory right now. I believe that's still North Hollywood. Just chilling, waiting for something exciting to happen. 7-Eleven security rolling up on site, code 3. You see that to the left of me or not? Yeah, you can't. Nope. Anyways. 7-Eleven patrol just pulled up. LAPD wasn't dispatched. too crazy.
634.
633 Columnist.
What's this clown doing? Puts on a left signal to go right, or is he pulling a U-turn?
One, are you clear?
He was pulling a U-turn. At least he waited until it passed, because not all people do that. Good guy. Didn't crash into me. I'm very grateful for that. Don't like getting hit.
Valley Unit 15x86, 15x86, after response incident 57019, Woodset Avenue, Councilman here. 15x86, Roger. Your call back stated the subject texted him back and PD no longer needed.
We just chilling momentarily, guys. Waiting for something to happen. Traffic collision in Boyle Heights, rubbish fire in Boyle Heights. Either way, not our cup of tea nor our location. We are pretty close to that, actually. We're right down the street. Technically right up the street, I guess. We're right down the street from an intrusion alarm. Most of the time they're nothing, of course. But who knows? Could be a jewelry shop, could be walking out with a bunch of gold chains. Could be the story of the night, you never know. Would I drive 10 minutes for a intrusion alarm without any more details? No, definitely not. Will I drive 60 seconds to an intrusion alarm without details? Sure. I'll spare the 60 seconds. Less than 30 seconds out. Pulling up right now. Opening my windows, trying to figure out where it is. Is that the Denny's? Denny's is open though. Somewhat interesting.
Hey, Colonel Roger. Hey, Colonel Roger.
X41, code 6, Glen from Lanark.
It is the rental cart place that has the alarm going off. I don't hear the alarm. They said it was a sounding alarm. It was not a silent alarm.
Hello, we can update your status and just want to call after Denny.
I don't hear, I don't see.
Fifteen eight six seven, you clear? Roger.
Engine 17, cancel engine 10. Engine 17, rest 8 or 9 will handle.
Show unit battery suspect 10343 Hillview Avenue suspect.
Well, it was not a silent alarm, but I don't hear anything. We're at the right address.
209, we're on scene, 795 South Mission Road. Find no smoldering fire by the warehouse.
34 Road Family.
9, this is coming from the train operator that continues to drive past the fire.
We're right by it. Okay. On to the next one, guys. See, that's why we don't drive, 3 miles to a alarm call. Same thing for LAPD, though. They definitely don't prioritize those. Pretty sure even the thieves know that. They got all the time in the world, even if there's an alarm going on.
And I show which one female you were telling that knowledge. 95.
Roger.
What is your exact? And just before the Central Avenue off-ramp. Expect attack. There's no seat, so easy to press. 8 or 9, perfect. West Coast, just before the Central Avenue off-ramp.
Look at that line at In-N-Out today, guys. Not pretty. Not that bad. But still not pretty.
Do you have enough for that?
Thank you for everyone tuning in right now. If you haven't already, come join us in the chat and introduce yourself. We'll be going end of watch relatively soon here, but appreciate you joining us for the night as always. We'll be sure to be back out. It's going to be a slow week this week. I'm not sure if I'll make it back out here. I'd like to think I will. But I'm really waiting on for the new radios to come. And I'm just waiting on the bracket. The bracket should be shipped Friday, which most likely means they'll be here next Friday, which means they'll be installed by the Friday after that. So 2 weeks. 2+ weeks. No sound. I'm sure it's just that I wasn't talking. Looks like we got sound on my side. So California, what's going on? Yeah, sound, love it. Appreciate confirmation, Tac G. We did have an issue at the beginning where I forgot to turn on the sound. That was rough. Rough. I think there's a shortcut on my keyboard If I push it, it accidentally mutes the microphone. We're just listening on in. This is the no home wall right here. We'll likely take a parking break somewhere in the near future. There's not much going on. And the cost of gas is not cheap right now, that is for sure. But like I said, I greatly appreciate you all joining tonight. Thank you. Let's take a look. This is Whitset and Oxnard.
Your PR from 1034 to Hillview Avenue callback. An additional callback.
We had a critical car crash here Saturday.
Are you able to respond?
Due to some construction going on, they had concrete barriers in the road.
Roger.
And someone hit them going like 80 miles an hour, and their car caught on fire, of course. No one bought the footage, but it is up on my YouTube channel if you'd like to take a look. I'm just surprised they took it down that fast. Wonder if they got the job done or not. Or if it, the car crashing through their construction site delayed their plans.
Any information if possible available to all of the 331 chapter now is relatively here. Those with the mission. Service combative all of the future runs from the location. Go choose it. 0041 1527, no further.
Yeah, definitely starting to get a little bit more sleepy tonight.
Roger.
We were out a lot later the other day, though. On Saturday or Sunday morning.
19 possible now, but the owner 733 Catherine Avenue, code 2 and 241 3906.
Tonight we're going to take a little bit of
19, Roger.
Two brothers to respond with 919 for the missile in the store.
It's going to go on so slow.
No, 50 bucks.
95, you go to cancel 99, then I call.
19 cancel 401 985 left.
Thank you, Roger.
Relatively quiet night tonight, guys. Like I said, I appreciate you all joining me, though. For sure. Got 195 of you joining us in the stream right now. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, come introduce yourself in the chat. Make sure to subscribe so when I'm out here a bit longer next time, you'll be able to join us. And feel free to take a look at our past streams as well. believe the majority of them should all be available and recorded.
William 77, 16 William 77, are you clear?
We got LAFD up on radio. We got LAPD up on radio. We got the LAFD CAD up as well.
16 William 77,
And the LAFD CAD tonight is incredibly dry, guys.
16 William 77, clear.
Incredibly dry. $6.39 a gallon, not cheap. I do go by J. It's nice and easy, simple to remember, easy to spell, just the letter J. It is dreadfully quiet out right now. At least we're getting some radio traffic before. Some dumb calls we could run off to. No, he's exactly right, Brian. Like I said, I appreciate having my 190 seat car with all of you people joining me.
15L30, 15L30, clear. 15L30,
Every once in a while, though, one of the 190 people in the car tries taking over in the driving seat. I am getting sleepy. Like I said, guys, we're nearing end of watch for the night. Wasn't planning on being out here too late tonight. We're usually going to be out a little bit later, but not tonight. Shoot. I was reading signs, guys. I'm sorry. There's a sign on a bus that said, I didn't get confused. I got distracted by a bus sign. There's a sign on the bus bench that said the top 1% don't take the bus. Why should you? And then
15A21, 15A21, are you clear?
I forgot the name. It was like Think Money or some company name.
Your time by miles 78405.
Definitely was a distracted driver for a second there.
81, Roger.
The exact people I envy.
15A21, 15A21,
Thank you.
Roger.
Yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure to like this the stream and join us in the chat. Subscribe to the channel if you're willing. That way, next time we're out, you'll be the first to join us. We'll be at the top of your list. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is incredibly exciting. Very, very close, guys. Very close. I forgot what the number is. Something like 250,000. You get a plaque from YouTube. That'd be cool. I'd definitely cherish it. We got a overdose in downtown LA. Nowhere else but. Or where else but, I should say. We got a chest pain in South LA. And we got nothing in the Valley. Very different than compared to Saturday night, Sunday morning. That was definitely a much busier time. We just reached 200 likes on the stream, though. Thank you very much, guys. Like I said, I greatly appreciate the likes. It incredibly helps get that engagement, which gets more people in, which in theory gets more ad revenue in. The more ad revenue means I can actually afford to pay for the gas out here and not cry every time I have to drop 100 in the tank. Tac G, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Yeah, that bus sign threw me off. It took me a few seconds to read it. I'm like, is that really what I'm reading? Yeah, we will see you next time. We're just doing our last final loops and then we're gonna head end of watch. Definitely wrapping up for the night. Just want to see if there's anything else going on before we decide to call it quits. It's a nice, easy green light for us. Didn't have to wait that long. What was the highest we got tonight? I saw it like at 220. It's a solid chunk of people in here.
I will shut it down in 1 second.
Love to see it, guys. Love to see it.
Roger, go ahead and shut it down.
I'll take left. Trying to figure out what this clown was doing. His reverse lights were on for a second. I don't think he knew what he was doing. That's okay, though, I guess. We'll go on the next one. Like I said, we don't have anywhere in mind. We're just driving. Hoping that the radio sparks to life and gives us somewhere to go. Gives us meaning. Come on, radio, give us some meaning.
Yes, smart attempt suicide 8165 Langdon, 8165 Langdon Avenue. Subject is an outside 13 years. Relating to occurrence of the knife under the influence of narcotics. Criminal petition code the incident 7600 in 1991.
Telling that the resident's mother from the premise as reflected is incident 78. Thank you, David.
Is responding code 3 for admission statement. Correction mission station to 8165 Langdon.
And actually, forward back from Arlita and Osborne.
Roger.
6.49 a gallon. Absolutely ridiculous, guys.
Addition on and call it 8165 Langdon Avenue. The subject was out with a pocket knife returning to her, and so the grandfather may have taken the knife away. They locked any room. Similar additional incident 76.
Bomb is on, you're good to bleed it.
1983, code 40.
We're gonna roll the line for a minute, so I'll let you know when it's touchdown.
Team Mission Supervisor Jerusalem.
Lisa, yes, thank you very much for those shout outs.
165 Langdon Avenue, code 3 incident 0076 ID 1991. Identified.
Appreciate Lisa coming in clutch with the hookup and definitely getting us some more views tonight. Thank you very much, Lisa. And I might have not remember the name 100%. I believe it was Dad's Gone Live. But major thanks to him as well.
1987, update your status.
I hate those dips in the road. So we got a few more minutes left in the night before we go end of watch. Appreciate you all that have tuned in and participated with us. Thank you very much. I'm just hoping we get another call. It'll be nice to get the final call to wrap up the night. That's what we're waiting on.
989,
Final call to wrap up the night, guys. What will it be?
yeah, right, push.
Might be nothing. Like I said, we got a solid 10 minutes left.
I'll let you do it.
I don't have much more. I don't have much more oomph in me.
The Thomas Resident, 02 incident 0082, RD 941.
My count is going code boof. It's with the amber.
41 minutes, going to follow that Burbank code 2, incident 82, RD 941.
Jacob. Well, major shout out to Jacob at Dad's Gone Live.
That is 19 insurance, 1941.
19, Roger.
That's North Hollywood 89s. You want to go see a rubbish fire, guys? A blazing pile of garbage. I was kind of in the intersection. But that's okay, I guess. I guess we can go check out the rubbish fire just in case. Guys, in and out. Is it out 24? In and out can't be 24/7, is it? Either way, their line is long. Long line. Either way, we're like 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes from the rubbish fire. Again, unlikely to be worth it, but might as well check it out as our last call to the night. Still technically think it's in North Hollywood. This is the Californian roundabout.
Metro from engine 37, you can cancel the backup, individual plus the team. Metro from engine 9, we'll take that call for 37, Roger, we cancel. As you can add it to the allergic reaction, 609 South Grand Avenue, press it up. Engine 9, on the radio, chase route, allergic reaction.
Suspect at the end of suspect 541. Here's where the black is on public black issues. Technically, that is 50, that is it.
Anyone 65 Lincoln Avenue. The mother took turbo and knife of the subject. He became aggressive. They're still in the room with the subject. Come over additional incident 76.
We're off to Sherman Way and Whitsett on a garbage fire. The LAFD is en route to.
4 miles, VC for a call.
It's literally the only call we've got here in Valley Division in like the past 30 minutes. So that's why we're bothering with a simple garbage fire. Garbage fires are cool because every once in a while you actually get to see something on fire, even if it's just a dumpster. Dumpster's better than nothing. Didn't get to see any fire at the structure fires we went to.
99 for North Hollywood.
Just a bunch of smoke.
Is it? 108 Lincoln. Three advisors. If you have a P on the line, advisor, the front door is closed. I haven't said my name.
Definitely doing some circles tonight, guys.
Roger. For warrant 2022 Chief Utility. Christopher Ramsey. This is a community motive. Six suffers from anger issues and depression, under the influence of Xanax, and a possible additional narcotic additional incident 76.
We're about 3 minutes out, it's looking like. We passed this intersection like a dozen times tonight. The crazy intersection with that critical car crash last night.
83, the
Saturday
victim
night,
is
Sunday
at
morning.
San Arena in Donna.
I get all my dates confused. Still like 2 minutes out. Sometimes I feel like the time never goes down. that you drive 10 minutes in one direction, 10 minutes later, still showing 10 minutes?
Male teenagers in the vehicle.
It shows they are on scene as of 1 minute ago.
Yeah,
And we are 2 minutes out. So we'll at least check it out. And then after that one, we're going to be calling it the quits for the Unites.
P3 just advised we have a witness saying that the suspect vehicle is going to be a white, newer model Jeep Gladiator. Last seen going westbound into the Bacon Division. You can advise any here near its cameras.
Three has the vehicle is a white newer Jeep Gladiator. Last seen westbound into the Bacon Division.
That was a white Jeep coming towards us. I think that was the one. South LA has a garbage fire coming out.
So you said that's in the 35 acres? Roger.
Did they already clear? I should check. I don't see any lights up
Any
there.
valley traffic unit. You got traffic covered in Little Canyon. Suspect is a metal white 390. Dark gray top, white blue jeans. Suspect vehicle is a light blue BMW. T-feed into freeway fence. It's code to incident 105 RD 1954.
She seed into the freeway fence. That's pretty silly.
5 Woodman Avenue. Suspect vehicle is a white Chevrolet GMC, license plate 8 Edward 247498. Edward 24749. Suspect are 2 male white 398. Hard to comments. Code to incident 104 RD 99.
Alright, eyes open. I see them.
EW suspect just left 19616 Venture Boulevard, Corbin Mall. Suspect vehicle and Lexus, license 9 Henry, had a young 855, 9 had a young 855.
Looks like they're.
Code to incident 17 RDS 1061 on a
Oh, they're calling an ambulance for the DUI driver into the fence? Well, let's right off the freeway. Let's see if there's actually a fire or not.
in Contaron one.
No, LAPD's already got handled. Took a small fire up against the freeway. Yeah, the DUI crash is all the way out in Silmar.
Donna and Shirley and we can't find them.
And they're sending out a fire engine. They're not even sending out an ambulance. I don't think we'll be rolling to that one, guys. I think we're about to call it the quits for the night. I will say it was, I'll give it 10 minutes. We're going to put 10 more minutes on the clock. Nothing happens in those 10 minutes. We're calling the quits for the night. That hopefully will get me in bed right around 1 a.m., a little bit later. And I will be able to... I think that sounds like a good plan, guys. What do you think?
For both peers, no further.
So thank you again for everyone that's tuned in for the night. Appreciate spending time with you. If you just recently tuned in, definitely get that way we can be at the top of your list the next time that we're live out here.
Phone call back to Pierre is not with me. Pierre,
Yeah, we're getting a little bit sleepy for the night, and there's not much out here to keep us busy. Pretty quiet night overall.
It's car. Receiving material operation. 076.
Now 120, Roger.
Does Pierre have a better location?
Bye.
I want to bet though that as soon as we turn in for the night is when all the crazy stuff will happen. It's happened a handful of times, not that often though. It's just me being cynical, I guess.
Here's how looking at what's the now, 234 Vantage Avenue. Vehicle taken from Lincoln and then suspect is a male unknown. 2014 Berlin EQ out to my license plate 8 David Ocean Union 5678 David Ocean Union 567 PR track vehicle to location. Code 2 incident 111 RD 1543.
Fifteen 33, possible GTA suspect 5234 Vantage Avenue, code 2, incident 111, RG 1543.
Hey, they're here, RG.
That's round.
Sorry about it, guys. I think I went through a dead zone there. The radio is not having a good time either. I wonder if that was like a solar flare or something that just threw everything off. Gotta love it, right?
Traffic at Hubbard and Laurel Canyon is now an ambulance. Traffic delay involved. Hubbard and Laurel Canyon. FD is responding for possible injuries. It's now code 3, incident 105 and RD 1924. Any non-code within 11 suspects are lost. Polster and Burbank at the 7-11 suspect vehicles, a black SUV, possibly Ford. Suspect female unknown. Wearing a shirt and dark jeans. Taking this a pit bull. Hunter comes for additional code 2, incident 117, RD 1530.
Back to me, one on that.
Roger.
So yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up the night. We're approaching time, guys. So I appreciate you all tuning in. And look forward to seeing you again soon.
It's 1981 is responding code 3 for missions to Hubbard and Littleton.
I think we've reached as many calls as we're gonna get for the night.
Thank you, Chuck Parker, only at 20528 Metro Boulevard, Building 11. Chuck Heard. Code to 119 RD 2189.
25 down. An open line with the person next to yelling for help. You did not hear your siren. Hold up for your horn. Roger, no problem. Calling Express Park.
Okay, Little Canyon. Due to the point of impact occurring going prior to hitting the freeway fence. CHP is canceling their response. LAPD handle only.
It's the DUI the driver. CHP is not showing up. All right, thanks again, guys. We're calling the quits on the night. It is just about 12:50 p.m., 12:49, and it is time for us to head back on home and turn in for the night. But I can't wait to see you next time. I'll likely be out later in the week, if not this week, next week. It'll be a little bit irregular of a schedule for the next couple of weeks until I get my